morning, everybody. Welcome back to another quick and informative video. So we're going to be talking about Android Q Beta 4 and some of the things that has been changed or reiterated. There's not a whole lot, only because this is Q Beta 4, and so one of the things that happens throughout the process of Android when they release different beta versions is that around the fourth version of Q Beta 4, or just in any Android beta. So this is not just applied just to Q, but to the next version of Android. These same stages kind of are like what Google and Android goes through. But in the fourth version of the beta, basically is where the APIs, the final APIs are set. So for various different applications that are probably not functioning with the beta version right now of Android 10, this is where developers are going to go ahead and update those APIs within their apps, so that way they are compatible and will run on Android 10. For those people who, like me, play Pokemon Go, which some people in yesterday's video were like, well, you play Pokemon Go, still, who plays that? I still play that. I think it's a very fun game, but this is not what this video is about. But nonetheless, it does not run on Android Beta 10. So now that the final APIs have been set, Niantic could actually go ahead and begin updating their Pokemon Go app, so that way it will actually function and work with the Android Q Beta. So when you get to Beta 4, that's really what it is, just finalizing the APIs. 5 and 6 is just really really ironing out those last wrinkles before they finally drop Android 10 officially. So right now, there are a couple things that I do want to tell you guys about, but we're going to jump into something. It's not really different, okay? One thing is that with the notifications, now you can swipe on either direction, which is something that we kind of wanted back. We used to have that, and then with an initial release of the beta version, it made it to where you can only swipe to the right to get rid of them. If you swipe to the left, it did something else. I don't remember exactly what it did, but now it doesn't matter. With notifications, you can swipe left or right to dismiss them, and it clears them out from your notification shade. Also, what they did was so just go that way. There. So also what they also did was they reiterated or reintroduced back the auto rotate. Let me see if I can just lower this down a little bit. Maybe I'm probably took over camera. There you go. Auto rotate is now back, so you can lock auto rotate or have it opened up basically, and you'll be able to do that. But other than that, there really isn't any major significant changes. Maybe some more bug fixes or whatever. However, several people are reporting that their devices are getting into a boot loop by installing Android Q Beta 4. Namely, several Pixel 2 XLs users have been reporting it, but it's not just limited to Pixel 2 XLs. Another user with the Pixel 3, actually their phone went into boot loop. So here's what you guys should do if you guys actually take the Q Beta 4 and end up in a boot loop. It's so far what's been working is that doing a factory reset, which means like wiping out all data and rebooting the phone. Yes, you lose the data that you have. However, if you've done a backup, or if your device randomly does its backups like it should to cloud, then once you reboot your phone, sign into your Google account, you should be able to choose the most recent backup and back up, and will restore from that, and then you'll get everything that you've had from that backup date. So try to go for that. So before installing Q Beta 4, I would say do a backup. That way you have a fresh one. And then, if you have to do the factory reset for the boot loop, then you have a fresh backup to go from. Some people have reported that just by, instead of wiping out the phone, if you get stuck in a boot loop, just to kind of power off the device, boot it into recovery mode, and then just hit restart. Like, don't do a factory reset, just hit, power up, restart phone, and it should restart up fine. Google is well aware of this, so right now there's a halt on the OTA being sent out for Q Beta 4, as they're trying to figure out what's causing certain devices to actually go into boot loop for installing Beta 4. So they're currently working on that right now. So that's one major bug that we've had so far since its initial release. But anyways, I will stay on top of it. I'll let you guys know if they find out what's wrong, what's causing the boot loops, and yeah, so we'll be on top of it. Thanks so much for you guys checking out yesterday's video. I really appreciate it. But yeah, nothing significantly new changed as far as UI or anything else like that. Just some very minor changes, but mostly bug fixes and final APIs are out for developers to develop for Android 10. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed this video. If you just checked out my channel, would appreciate it. Subscribe so you guys get more info. And yeah, I will talk to you guys later. And as always, aloha.